There's a revolution coming to parenting.
Good boy, putting your shoes away.
Training your child like a dog.
Please, can you put it in the bin for me, please? Good girl.
A leading advocate of this new approach is top British dog trainer Jo-Rosie Haffenden.
If everybody parented their child the same way that we're training our dogs, we'd end up with much more confident, compassionate and curious human beings.
Instead of punishing the bad behaviour, she is rewarding the good.
Good boy.
Now, for the first time, she's coming to the aid of desperate parents
Let's try anything. Let's just give it a go.
to bring their unruly kids to heel.
Whoa! Comes out of like a clear blue sky and then it's murder.
So say goodbye to the naughty step
And calm down.
The naughty step emphasises what not to do.
and hello to dog training for kids.
Our technique, we try and emphasise what to do.
It is like giving a dog their treats.
Yes, good
yes.
boy.
You
So-
have to say it a little less like he is a dog.
I think kids are actually a lot more like dogs than people like to think. Good girl. Good boy.
Do not pinch. If you do it one more time, you're going to go and sit on the stairs.
Meet Graydon.
Turn your light off.
This 3-year-old lives in Bristol with his mum Jo and dad Garrett, who's just come home from work. And for this family, that means tantrum time. His daily tantrums are making his parents' life a living hell.
If you try and thwart him or you come up against his idea of how it should be,
You're in for a...
you're going to lose. Genuinely, if he's challenged, he will freak out and he will go like for the attack. You're going to hurt yourself.
Can we have...
Outbursts like this can happen up to 6 times a day,
Stop it.
and tensions are at breaking point.
You become bitter or resentful and you're not getting your needs met, and then your marriage suffers.
To make matters more complicated, Jo is expecting their second child. And now, just 3 weeks off the due date, Graydon's behaviour is becoming more violent.
Whoa! Do not hit mommy, especially with Rocky in the belly.
I feel like Garrett and I were two smart people. We should have found strategies that work, but we haven't. So there you go.
They've now decided to try a controversial approach, training your baby the same way you would train a dog. It's a radical idea, but one brave woman is putting her professional reputation on the line to prove that dog training techniques can transform parenting.
Yes.
Jo-Rosie Haffenden is one of Britain's most respected dog trainers.
Good boy. I'm an animal behaviourist. I'm a trainer of dog trainers, and I've got a degree in human psychology as well.
At home in Spain, Jo-Rosie's dog training techniques have made her world an oasis of canine calm and obedience.
It's a doggy paradise here.
She used motivational methods
Good girl.
to train all 7 of her dutiful dogs, who willingly perform tasks on command.
Close it. Get the collar. Instead of thinking all the time about what we don't want the animal to do, we start putting all our emphasis on what we do want them to do. Come on now, get him. In. Good.
And after Jo-Rosie and her dog training partner Nando had their son Santino, they decided to follow the same approach.
Hey, put the plane in there. Good boy. Santino, down. Good boy. When we first had Santino, we tried to use like the traditional parenting stuff because that's what you do. A lot of the methods didn't make any sense, like letting the animal get distressed and just leaving the animal to cry it out. And I think then it really hit home. Hold on a minute, I've got something better. Santino, you ready? Sit. Good boy. There you go. Animals learn according to all the same basic principles.
In a career spanning over a decade, she's proven her training techniques on all kinds of animals.
If an animal does something and the consequence is good, they're more likely to do it again. It's the same with dogs, it's the same as pigs, it's the same as parakeets. It's the same laws of behaviour. I don't understand why we haven't been applying animal techniques to kids universally. Good boy. It's kinder and more effective than most of the parenting methods.
Jo-Rosie wants to help the hounded parents of the UK by sharing her vast knowledge of dog training skills with them. It's worked with her own child, so now she hopes it will benefit others.
Ella, get it. I'm massively putting my neck on the line, but I believe in the concept. I believe that this will work.
Her first case? Graydon. Jo-Rosie has travelled to the UK to meet the family, but she hasn't come alone. She's with her right-hand man,
I couldn't ask for a better partner.
sidekick superdog, Tango. Tango works with Jo-Rosie to demonstrate techniques. He's specially trained to be around children and has an all-round calming influence.
We are like Batman and Robin, but instead of stopping crimes, we're stopping parenting from getting out of control. So we're going to go and see a little boy called Graydon. You've got to tell him all about what it's like to be a good dog. Superstar?
Spy the doggy out the window. We've told a few people, I'm like, I'm going to be working with a dog trainer. They just cracked up. You
They
know,
were
my
like-
friends just laughed. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm going to get them a dog clicker. And they all just thought it was the most hilarious thing.
Their friends may think they're mad, but Joe and Garrett are fresh out of options.
We tried everything. I thought we should give it a go.
During a dog consultation, when there's a problem with a dog, the first thing that I'll do is observe. Hello, Joe. Nice to meet you.
I'm Joe.
Great name.
Come
Hi,
in.
you. Exactly the same for a child.
And Joe?
Every animal is different. You need to have an understanding of the animal and the human and that relationship.
Kill that dog! Kill the dog? No way!
In a perfect world, what would this little one be doing?
We would be able to occupy him with something while we have a conversation.
But like, even if he was like, "Hey, Dad," and I'd be like, "Hey, buddy, give me 5 minutes,"
Yeah.
then he was like, "Okay," and went back off to do his thing that he was doing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Okay, cool. Well, then
Yeah.
that's what we need to work at,
Yeah.
isn't it?
For Jo-Rosie and Tango, this is a fact-finding mission. They need to observe the problems before they can come up with a plan to control Graydon's temper and get him happily playing by himself. And it's not long until they witness their first tantrum. In a room full of stuff his parents don't want him to play with.
First off, didn't you? What did I tell you? Hey, you don't know how to ride it. Okay.
When I go to a new puppy owner's home, one of the first things that we do is to puppy-proof. It's setting the environment up so that the animal can succeed and so that you, as a primary caregiver, can relax. I think what they need to do is just clear out this whole space of illegal items. There's skateboards that he can't touch. There's lightsabers.
No hitting with that one. Where did you get that one from?
He's not got access to things that are appropriate or desirable for him to want to do. And so it causes this real frustration.
Jo-Rosie needs to figure out a way the family can control these tantrums before they can even begin to work on getting some much-needed breathing space.
Nice work. Well, we've definitely got our work cut out for us, haven't we?
Jo-Rosie is the baby trainer,
Thank you. Good girl.
the spearhead of a radical and revolutionary new technique of parenting.
If everybody parented their child the same way that we're training our dogs, we'd end up with much more confident, compassionate and curious human beings. Come on, Anne. Wow, good boy. But it also helps them to learn how to behave.
Jo-Rosie has seen behaviour like Graydon's time and time again in her many years of dog training.
Tantrum is synonymous with an animal who's being defiant. Actually, a lot of it's a cry for help. All baby animals need attention. Attention seeking is completely natural because if they didn't attention seek, they wouldn't survive.
Following her visit to Jo and Garrett's, Jo-Rosie is home, figuring out how she can adapt her dog training expertise to help solve Graydon's problems.
I need him to be as good as you. Ultimately, he's in this environment that's made for adults, and all the rules are adult, which is another problem, and all the communication's adult. So if he wants something, he tries to ask for it in child language, and because it's not adult language, they can't hear him. And that frustration for him turns into real rage.
Step 1. Jo-Rosie needs to find a way to address Jo and Garrett's failure to spot a potential tantrum building in Graydon.
So with a dog consult, one of the things that I would always teach the owners is how to read the body language of the dog to stop it from turning into behaviours which parents call tantrums and which in dog behaviour we call aggression.
To demonstrate, she's turning to the naughtiest member of her posse, Archie, whose behaviour can bear a striking resemblance to Graydon's.
So if I give him nothing to do, we'll see exactly the same as what we see with Graydon, which is demanding attention and then getting frustrated when he doesn't get it.
This sequence of behaviour is recognised in the dog training world as the ladder of aggression.
The ladder of aggression is a list of body languages in a ladder diagram that can show where an animal begins to escalate, what that looks like. That started off as things as simple as like a nose lick. And it gave dog owners clues that that escalation could lead all the way up to aggression if it was ignored. So he's knocking stuff off the shelves and it boils like a kettle. Pup, out. Taking stuff he can't have, that he knows that I can't ignore. And then they explode, like pushing things and getting on things and getting right up in my face. If I let this go on for longer and longer, we'd start to see it escalate into something that's probably a little bit nastier. If I want him to succeed, really, I've got to give him something that's dog appropriate, which gives him somewhere to put that energy. Good boy.
Now, Jo-Rosie is back in Bristol to kick off the training. And the first lesson of the day is with Mum Jo on how to recognise the clues that Graydon is about to have a tantrum.
There are really clear signs that he gives. When he starts to get frustrated, you'll see him frown. His volume increases.
Yes.
Most definitely. And his movement increases. Are you trying to show me your volume increase? Good boy. And then he makes threats of contact, but doesn't actually contact, so he'll get a stick. He's going, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to communicate to you, and I can't communicate to you, and so I'm going to escalate my response until he's pinching. Just like dogs, learning these key body languages in your children, it can be super, super useful because it allows you to look through a little crystal ball where you can see what's about to happen before it happens.
If Jo and Garrett can learn to read the warning signs, it will give them the power to stop a meltdown in its tracks.
So this is a video of one of the incidents with Graydon where he became quite aggressive.
Yes.
Okay. So the plumber has turned off the water and disconnected everything down here so you can't use the downstairs toilet. He's disconnected.
So he's waited for a minute now.
Put this in the bin. Can you make me a Ribena?
So now he's like, you finished talking, you said we'd have some interaction. Because he's like, okay, I'll play with my sleeve. When he isn't getting that engagement that he needs, he becomes very, very frustrated. It's exactly the same with the dog.
Where's my shield?
Nice asking.
Your shield is up there, where it belongs. You don't have to hit to get your own way.
This is a point where I would have actually moved him out of the environment and tried to de-escalate him or given him something to do.
Right there. Hey.
He's got this frustration, he's got this energy, and we've still not put it anywhere.
We're like totally dismissing him.
Do not hit me with that stick.
Put it away.
He's like against his own will.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
The struggle, the internal struggle to do the right thing. I haven't seen it like
We're
that.
so like unempathetic.
And I'm not going to worry about the kind of lead up to that tantrum because actually that lead up is much better than what's going to happen after it. if we don't change the environment quickly. Does it make more sense seeing this now?
I can see him wrangling with like,
Conflict.
now come and like step in, because he's still trying to not go there.
It's help me conflict. Absolutely. Don't feel bad, because it's just a learning curve, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It's just sad we're being, like I said, like...
We look so unkind.
Lots to think about.
She really opened my eyes. I mean, I thought I was concentrating on my child. She made me feel like I wasn't even looking at him, and that blew my mind.
I felt like we had failed a little bit.
Over the next week, Jo and Garrett start to implement the lesson, learning to read the early signs of a tantrum.
No.
Please!
We can go on the bike.
Then changing his environment when they see it coming.
You can sit on here. Look, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, I'm on my way to work.
Oh, crisis averted.
While Garrett and Jo keep working on diffusing Graydon's outbursts, there's another desperate parent crying out for Jo-Rosie's help.
Right, come on. Come on. Bed.
Anyone who has ever had children will know the pain and horror of bedtime.
Stand there 1 second.
But for Mum Rose, it's off the scale. She's hostage to her 14-month-old baby Dulcie's piercing screams.
She's got to the point where she's heaving, she's almost being sick, where she's crying so much.
Dulcie's rarely asleep before 10:30 p.m.
It really is a nightmare. This can go on for hours.
And she's never once fallen asleep in her own cot.
Come on. I just feel so bad in the end. I'm like, I've just got to bring her downstairs. I'm having to force her to sleep, like restrain her on the sofa. I've sat downstairs crying at 4 o'clock in the morning, literally sobbing my heart out because I'm so tired sometimes. Hold on.
Sleep issues like Dulcie's are amongst the biggest problems for toddlers and young children. And it's the same for dogs.
One of the first things we look at when we have puppies that are vocalising a lot, barking a lot, are destroying things, is their sleep pattern.
First of all, I was like, how is a dog trainer going to train my child? Now we're at the point, let's try anything. If this is going to work, let's do it. Look, there's the doggy. Say hello. They're coming to see you.
Today, Jo-Rosie and Tango are in Croydon. Just like with her canine clients, this first visit is purely observational, to see if she can get to the bottom of this sleep standoff.
I do think it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I'm thinking until you actually see her in action, then you might be like, oh, what have I done?
Running out the door.
Yeah.
No, I think
I
we
hope
can
so.
sort this out. Bye-bye,
so.
sleep problems. I want to see this whole sleep fiasco in its full glory and understand all the different nuts and bolts that are going into this horrendous night sleep.
When she's dealing with puppies, Jo-Rosie knows that their diet is central to a good night's sleep. So one of the first things she wants to look at is Dulcie's supper time.
Getting that last meal right before bed is really, really key to the sleep routine. It's the same with dogs, it's the same with children.
Dulcie often refuses food.
Oh, Dulcie.
Hold on, you're going to have some chips.
So in desperation, Rose has got in the habit of making her chips nearly every tea time.
I will have chips sort of at the ready because otherwise, if she's not going to eat her dinner, I'll have to make the chips, otherwise she's not going to eat anything.
People can get so caught up with the eating thing and it becomes this like, horrible little battle.
Next comes bath time, the last part of the evening routine before bed.
Dulcie, hold on. I'm going to have a bath.
The mere mention of the word bath is enough to set Dulcie off crying, an example of behaviour Jo-Rosie believes is not unique to humans.
Animals are very quick to become suspicious about behaviour that leads to consequences that they don't like. And babies are exactly the same. They're very quick to develop those predictive signposts and know, actually, coming out of the bath, that will probably mean that I have to go to bed soon.
Come on. Come on.
Finally, it's time to put Dulcie in her cot.
Look, let's lay down now. Come on. Look. Night-night. Love you, Bubba. What I'll normally do is I'll go back up, try and lay her down again with her bottle. So I'll do that and then just see.
This high-pitched battle will go on for hours.
Really hard to watch and just baby stressing out.
And she is absolutely boiling hot now. Like, she's all sweaty and hot where she's just working herself up so much. This will continue and continue and continue.
Right, okay.
Here.
The baby's never going to settle like this. Not in a million years. She's completely over threshold. You'd stop. You'd say this isn't ethical. It's not fair on the dog. It's inhumane for a dog. You've got to stop it. You've got to, like, you wouldn't allow a dog to get into this state. She just needs help because it's all. Neither of them got a chance.
After just over an hour, Jo-Rosie has seen enough.
Oh, it hurts to watch them struggle so much.
Rose brings Dulcie back downstairs to settle her on the sofa.
I can't wait now to come back and change everything. Nothing can stay the same as it is.
Please do not do that to my hair. That's not kind. Stop it. That is unkind.
I'll tell my daddy or pee-pee.
Over in Bristol, Jo and Garrett are starting to try and tame Graydon's tantrums. But he's still finding it hard to communicate and is getting frustrated.
He's really struggling to tell his parents in a way that's appropriate that he's got a need. I see it in dogs commonly.
Mama.
Can you say excuse me? Or can you just wait? You don't shout over me. So you're listening?
I think the way that I'll address that is just to teach him a more polite way to ask for those needs to be met.
Jo-Rosie's dogs are living proof that she's able to train animals to have good manners.
If they really want something, then they'll slowly walk up to what it is that they want and lie down next to it. As a way of saying, can I have this thing? They won't just go and take it. And they learn that if they do that behaviour, 9 times out of 10, they get the thing that they want. Yes. Now, with a child, that's a lot easier because it can actually be the words, please. This is what I need to do with Graydon.
Jo-Rosie is using Tango to demonstrate her next lesson. Together, they're showing Jo the principle behind one of the most popular dog training techniques, clicker training.
I'm going to use a clicker. The idea is that as soon as he hears that, he knows that what he was doing at that second is what we want. I use a clicker with our dogs. It's just a way of really, really pinpointing, yes, that's the right thing that you've done. Now you're going to get some reinforcement. Good boy.
Using the concept of positive reinforcement, Jo-Rosie is encouraging Tango to touch the cheese.
Good boy. With children, it works with the same merits.
And with the same method, they hope to encourage Graydon to use good manners, which will improve the channels of communication with his parents.
So if he comes in and asks for anything in a polite way, or he says, excuse me, we're going to mark it, and then we're going to reinforce him.
Shall we play Play-Doh?
What do you want to make?
Ice cream.
The dialogue between you guys isn't quite working, which is, I think, the problem. So when he does want something, he asks inappropriately, and then you don't want to give it to him because he's asked inappropriately, and then you end up with this conflict.
Jo-Rosie needs to show Garrett and Jo when to mark Graydon's politeness. She uses the clicker to demonstrate the timing.
Look.
Yeah. Wow, thank you. I'm saying thank you whenever you're polite to me.
Hello.
You have to say, please.
please.
Excellent. Teaching them what is right is much more important than telling them off when they get it wrong. If there's something that we want more of, we need to make sure we acknowledge it and reinforce it. Does that make sense?
Now Graydon's parents know when to mark his good manners. They can use verbal rewards instead of the clicker to reinforce it. And over the next few days, they put Jo-Rosie's lessons into practice.
I want you to help me stick things on here, please.
Oh, very good. Well done.
Graydon's part of the deal is to ask politely,
Can we get his cape, please?
and his parents' end of the bargain is to positively reinforce that politeness.
Nice work, buddy.
Whether or not I'm working with a dog or a child, I think they all want to be good boys. They all want to be patted and loved for doing the right thing. We just need to lead them down the route so that that's lightly, so that we can tell them they are a good boy.
Can I have some bread or some butter, please?
Good boy.
Yes, good
yes.
boy.
You have
So-
to say it a little less like he is a dog.
Well, you know.
Okay.
It's a good start, but they're nearly out of time to get Graydon's behaviour fully under control.
I'm gonna kill you for my dinner.
Please don't hit me in the face.
To get the space they need to look after a new baby. A baby that could arrive any day now.
I've spent the last 2 days having some strong contractions.
Usually with dog owners, I would suggest that they didn't bring a new puppy home when they've already got a puppy that's got these challenges. So we've definitely got our work cut out for us.
Jo-Rosie is coming to the aid of struggling mum Rose, whose 14-month-old baby Dulcie refuses to sleep in her cot. So she needs to work out how to use her dog training skills to solve this sleep crisis.
I've been thinking about Rose and Dulcie. Like, settling young mammals is something I've done like so many times I couldn't even count them. Because it's the same as what I did for Santino. I can do exactly the same with Dulcie. First off, I'm going to go in and I'm going to sort out the mealtime stuff, because at the moment that's causing a lot of stress and tension.
The Last Supper is vital to a good night's sleep.
Her mum puts loads and loads of pressure on her to eat enough and gets really quite tense about it, so she always kind of backtracks and goes to chips. We're going to try and reduce the tension so that she's completely relaxed by the time she goes to bed. And to do this, I'm actually going to use the same method that I use for my dogs with Dulcie. I'm going to use baby tapas. So what I'm doing at the moment is the dog's doggy tapas.
Just like with humans, a monotonous diet can not only lead to poor nutrition, but also boredom and an unfulfilled dog.
We'll give them a whole load of different range of foods. Our favourites, little quail eggs. Shell as well. And they get to decide what they fancy.
Okay.
Jo-Rosie uses mealtimes to stimulate her dog's minds and prevent feelings of restlessness, as well as keeping them physically healthy. Now they're relaxed and ready for bed. So the first part of the plan will be getting Dulcie to eat a good meal without the stress.
Step 2 is we are going to sort out the bath. We can just do that with a clicker and treats. And then finally, we'll tackle the actual nightmare that is bedtime itself.
Jo-Rosie knows only too well how bedtime issues like Dulcie's can affect all creatures.
An animal is completely vulnerable when they're asleep. Whether or not it's a dog or a baby, when an animal doesn't feel safe in their environment, they're just going to be reactive. So all they're doing is deciding whether they should run away or they should confront the frightening things. So we have to show them that they're safe. Usually people use a much more black and white method whereby you've got to leave them in their room and shut the door. But bedtime doesn't have to become this big scary monster. Every single one of these definitely don't have any problems going to sleep. So I'm hoping this is a quick fix, really. Fingers crossed. Or should I say paws crossed? Paws crossed.
With her plan in place, Jo-Rosie is back at Rose's flat to implement a tried and tested canine fix for Dulcie's sleep problems. Step 1, doggy tapas.
She's not had apple before, has she?
Not apple, no.
It's just having a little taste of something. And the texture of cheese is a really different texture.
By giving Dulcie a choice, rather than attempting to force her, Jo-Rosie hopes to eliminate the stress from mealtimes, making Dulcie more relaxed and receptive to bed.
Yeah, there you go, look, cheese. Watch her little brain. You can see how, because all this is going to enrich her. It's going to be mental stimulation, so it's going to make her tired as well.
If she wouldn't eat pretty much nothing from her dinner, I'd just go straight to chips.
Yeah.
Whereas now, it's like she's eaten a whole meal, but with just loads of little tasters.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the first victory. Dulcie has broadened her palate and filled herself up, without any tension.
No more chips for Dulcie.
Task 2, bath time. Dulcie has identified the bath as a signpost to bedtime, which leads to a tantrum.
Right, come on.
Jo-Rosie wants to change her emotional response with a clicker.
It's right before bed.
Yep.
So the last thing we want is the relaxing bath to turn into this craziness. We want her to feel good about being in the bath, and we want her to feel good about being out of the bath. Okay. So to do that, we're going to build an association between nice things that are happening in the bath and then also nice things that are happening out of the bath. As soon as her feet hit the bath, we're going to make a click sound with a clicker, and we're going to give her half a little white chocolate button.
Okay.
Then we're going to lift her out of the bath, feet touch the floor, click, another one.
She's probably thinking this is new, and this is far.
We pick her up. As soon as those feet hit the floor.
Oh, bless you.
The good thing about the clicker, when it comes to things like training a baby to get out the bath, is that what was a really horrible thing, so then let's get her back in, can very quickly be paired with something brilliant. Oh, got no hands.
It is almost like giving a dog the treats. Good girl.
Steady.
Good girl.
Okay, so we're beginning to see that prediction. Did you see that time when you brought her out? She was like this. Where's the lady with the stuff?
With Dulcie responding so well to the rewards, it's time to bring out the towel.
Towel comes out.
Dulcie, come on then.
No.
Oh, that's a lot.
I know. So you can see how that towel now is like, whoa. So what we've got to do is we've got to make that towel mean good things are happening. Okay, so towel comes out.
Dulcie, come on then.
And she's beginning to predict it again now. Do you see?
Dulcie, come on then. Come on then. She puts her arms up to me as if to say, I want to get out.
She's getting excited about it.
Oh my God.
The magic of chocolate button treats. Now they're ready for the real thing.
What are you doing? Okay, you can do it.
Dulcie,
This
come
time
on then.
She's going to come out.
Good girl, come on then. It's okay. Come on then, girl. Look. Oh. Well, that weren't as bad as it can be, no.
That's
Because normally
good.
she'll be on the floor, feet up here, head down there.
Dulcie's beginning to see getting out of the bath as a good thing. So they've won one battle. But now it's time for the main event. With Tango showing how it's done, it's the moment of truth. Bedtime for Dulcie.
Oh, it's okay.
Just as she does with her puppies, Jo-Rosie is using a lavender-scented balm for Rose's baby.
What we're going to do is we're going to use lavender. So lavender does calm down, it calms down the system. So we're going to use that scent by rubbing the scent onto our sheep. Now our sheep, bit of a secret weapon, plays the sounds of the womb. So the most comforting, probably, space she's ever been in.
At this point, Rose would normally walk out of the room and hope for the best.
To have a young animal like this sleep on its own is a huge, great big deal. You don't see lions with their baby lion cubs going, go on, off you go, you can do that on your own now. And yet we expect babies just to manage. The rule is that we only leave the room if she's settled. Showing her that going in there doesn't mean you're immediately gone. Anyway, we're going to turn it.
For the first time, she's going to stay with Dulcie until she's settled.
As soon as the animal knows that he's safe and that should he need rescuing, we're going to be there to rescue him. Then the baby can be put down and just settled straight away. You can leave, they can go to sleep. going to take her out. You hear where her cry changes from, like, I want this, to suddenly she has to gasp in between the cries. That's when we get her out and we calm her back down again. And we're going to keep this up until she settles in there.
It's now up to Rose to judge when to cuddle Dulcie and prevent her becoming over-agitated.
All right. We've got to really teach her to trust you again. With dogs, one of the most common mistakes that I see in sleep training is allowing the animal to be distressed before returning to it. We need to develop a very positive response to where they're sleeping so they feel safe and secure, so that a child understands that if they need rescuing, their primary caregiver will be there to help them fall back to sleep again.
She seems like when you pick her up, like, she's just instantly relieved.
After working hard at the comforting, Rose has done it. Quiet as a mouse, Dulcie's asleep, and it's only taken half an hour.
This is the first time she's ever gone to sleep in the cot.
High fives.
Let's do this.
I'm leaving the Lacey household and I'm really pleased with how I'm leaving it. I think I've given her a different way of looking at parenting. She's going to have to really persevere and continue with this method. And I've got no doubt that she's going to nail it. She'll be able to put her asleep in her cot and just go straight downstairs and get on with her evening.
I obviously thought, dog trainer, animal trainer, not going to work with a child, there's no way. I take it all back. Maybe she's a little miracle worker, little child whisperer. She has done wonders.
Jo-Rosie is the baby trainer.
Zeus, stand. Good boy.
A woman on a mission to prove that we can train our children like we train a dog.
I'm hoping that we can completely transform the way parents parent their children.
She's been working with 3-year-old Graydon and his parents to try and tame his tantrums. And now there's been a new addition to the family, which has upset the apple cart.
So this is Phineas. We brought him home and it was hell. Yeah. Sorry.
You went to acting with my dad and I'm talking to him.
Jo and Garrett now have 2 boys vying for their attention.
It's been really difficult to find any kind of space or time. It's been hard few weeks. Hey!
Hey, oh, absolute, okay. Hey, Graydon.
Time to go in the shower.
Time
to
for
go
shower
in the shower.
time.
Change your room, change your room.
Shower time.
With the outbursts resurfacing around the new baby, it's now more important than ever to build Graydon's confidence so he's happy to spend time on his own.
Especially since his little baby brother's come along, what they need more than anything is to start working on this independence, where Graydon can go and do something else whilst they feed the baby or change him. So I'm going to use a game of hide and seek with toys. I'm going to use exactly the same method as I'm about to use for the dogs. Find it. The animal has to go away from me. He has to go and he has to find something, which is an achievement by himself. Good girl. Brings it back to me for a bit of added engagement. Well done. To remember I'm still here, I'm still going to give him that reinforcement. I'm going to use exactly the same thing with Graydon because he needs exactly the same thing. We need to build his confidence in his independence. Good girl.
Jo-Rosie is back to teach Graydon how to play happily by himself.
Hi.
Nice to see
Hi,
you.
good to see you.
Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Come on in. There's somebody you should meet.
Hello.
It's little Phineas.
How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Oh, he's so perfect.
Before the games begin, Jo and Garrett want to show Jo-Rosie that they've taken her advice on board.
Wow, look at all this stuff.
They've removed the forbidden items from the living room
All the bottom shelves are for Graydon.
and transformed a junk room into a new playroom.
Wow.
This is super cool. Last time I came into this room, it was just grown-up stuff.
It was crazy,
Boring.
wasn't it?
With the house properly puppy-proofed, Jo-Rosie can finally unleash her game of independence.
This is a tried and tested method. I've done it like 1,000 times with dogs.
But she's never tried it with a child before. Her secret weapon is a sand timer.
It's going to be like a challenge, okay? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to find everything in this room that is yellow. But you have to do it in 2 minutes. Good luck. Training an animal to be happy and relaxed on their own is a process. And it's a process that starts with security.
I do a little bit right here.
You have to really reassure that animal that their primary caregiver is going to come back. It's trust more than anything. Oh my goodness! So what have we got here?
A line.
More secure the animal feels, the more naturally they will choose independence themselves.
How do you do?
We are in. He asked to do it again.
So what's keeping him going is the concept of the timer.
And it's the we're coming back.
Yeah, he
Every time.
knows he's going to get the attention. Yeah.
Graydon's parents must now follow Jo-Rosie's lead.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Go for it.
The family work hard at implementing all the dog training lessons they have learnt.
Time's out.
Daddy, it's ready.
Now, Jo-Rosie and Tango are back. But before she visits the family in person, she wants to observe them remotely. This will be the final test to make sure all the lessons she has taught them have fully bedded in.
So today I'm doing a little bit of a sneak peek. What we've done is we've set up a load of cameras in Jo and Garrett's house to see how they're getting on.
Watching from a distance stops her being a distraction, so Jo-Rosie can properly assess how successful the training has been. With Graydon back from nursery, it's a notoriously difficult time of day. Peak tantrum time.
Can I have the balloon for now?
Jo-Rosie wants to see his parents marking his good behaviour.
Thank you very much for giving me the balloon. Good boy.
Good job.
And she wants to see how well Graydon will cope with playing on his own.
You've got 3 minutes to find a yellow car with the number 2. You ready?
It's good, motivating.
Get out of here.
Graydon has got 3 minutes to find the cars hidden in his playroom.
This is good stuff, really good stuff.
Giving Jo some much-needed free time to tend to baby Finn.
She's completely understood the concept, and as a result of that, he's giving her the time and the space that she needs so that she can sort the baby. I'm pleased and also massively relieved that it's paid off. It's just, I feel like a proud parent watching her.
Good boy. I'm just going to finish giving him the rest of his milk. Time is running out, buddy. Go.
So I've had some magical examples of them marking him when he's getting it right and also setting him up so that he goes off and plays on his own, which is just brilliant. I've got no doubt that they've got all the skills, all the tools they need in the toolbox for me to leave them to it now. It's job done, I think.
Graydon has come a long way in a short time. In 3 months, he's gone from rage, frustration, and violence to absolute silence, with barely any tantrums.
Mind blown.
It's 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
It's been like a revelation because I feel I'm way more chilled out with the baby, and I think that actually Garrett and I are more chilled out with each other.
Good.
Totally. Uh-oh, who is it?
It's a witch.
I think this is a really good time for me to leave. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you guys. Real pleasure.
It's been fantastic.
Just keep going.
Learned so much. Definitely will keep going.
Ultimately, all they really wanted was 5 minutes. 5 minutes to be able to get a meal prepped or to have a little bit of space on their own or take a phone call. And I feel like they were giving them a lot more than that.
Everything she just told us was so spot on and helpful. Like, I think she's just really made us rethink what it means to be a parent, really.
Jo-Rosie has successfully transformed the lives of 2 families.
That's good.
Taming the tantrums of one child
our relationships as a family has improved so much. That's a massive, massive relief for me.
And teaching another to settle at night.
Bedtime's it's like a dream. I put her in her room, say goodnight, and she's asleep. It's just, that's how easy it is. It's just completely changed.
Both achieved using techniques devised to train a dog.
For me, there's a definite feeling of personal gratification. I feel like my instincts as a trainer have paid off, and my understanding of animal behaviour just carries through. It's just another species.